Live your life as though your every act were to become a universal law. So act that your principle of action might safely be made a law for the whole world. Have patience a while, slanders are not long-lived. Truth is the child of time, ere long she shall appear to vindicate thee. Man must be disciplined, for he is by nature raw and wild. The categorical imperative would be that which represented an action as objectively necessary of itself, without reference to another end. The death of dogma is the birth of morality. Nothing is divine but what is agreeable to reason. All the interests of my reason, speculative as well as practical, combine in the three following questions. 1. What can I know? 2. What ought I to do? 3. What may I hope? The only objects of practical reason are therefore those of good and evil. Happiness is not an ideal of reason, but of imagination. Experience without theory is blind, but theory without experience is mere intellectual play. Morality is not the doctrine of how we may make ourselves happy, but how we may make ourselves worthy of happiness. Act in such a way that you treat humanity, whether in your own person or in the person of any other, never merely as a means to an end, but always at the same time as an end. In law, a man is guilty when he violates the rights of others. In ethics, he is guilty if he only thinks of doing so. He who is cruel to animals becomes hard also in his dealings with men. We can judge the heart of a man by his treatment of animals. Enlightenment is man's release from his self-incurred tutelage. Tutelage is man's inability to make use of his understanding without direction from another. Have courage to use your own reason. That is the motto of enlightenment. Nothing is required for this enlightenment, however, except freedom, and indeed the most harmless among all the things to which this term can properly be applied. We are not rich by what we possess, but by what we can do without. Out of timber so crooked as that from which man is made, nothing entirely straight can be carved. But only one who is himself enlightened, is not afraid of shadows, and has a numerous and well-disciplined army to assure public peace, can say, argue as much as you will, and about what you will, only obey. For peace to reign on earth, humans must evolve into new beings who have learned to see the whole first. An action, to have moral worth, must be done from duty. Religion is the recognition of all our duties as divine commands. All our knowledge begins with the senses, proceeds then to the understanding, and ends with reason. There is nothing higher than reason.